This is Wild About Utah.
I'd like to tell you a crime story. At least, it would be a crime story if told from a human perspective. But is it still a crime story if it's about the natural world? I'll tell it, and then let you decide for yourself. First, let me set the stage. Not long ago, I was hiking in northern Utah's Bear River Range. It was the height of wildflower season, and I was enjoying the colorful variety of blossoms along the trail. I stopped to admire a tall, showy plant with dozens of purplish-green blossoms, Fracera speciosa, commonly known as monument plant or green gentian. It's often seen near the top of Logan Canyon, but what struck me about this particular monument plant was that it was full of bumblebees. I knew that a Utah-based conservation science organization, Sageland Collaborative, is asking community volunteers to help them measure bumblebee diversity in the state. So I took out my phone and snapped a few photos. Later, I uploaded the best photos into an app called iNaturalist, so that they'd end up in the Utah Pollinator Pursuit database, maintained by the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources with Sageland's help. Then I waited to learn what species of bumblebee I'd seen. The answer came back, indiscriminate cuckoo bumblebee. I thought, what an unusual name. I needed to know more. It turns out indiscriminate simply means that unlike many native bees that are particular about what they eat, this species doesn't much care where it gets its nectar. As for cuckoo, like the birds they're named after, these bumblebees are thieves. Or to say it more scientifically, these bumblebees are kleptoparasites. Parasites, animals that take resources they need from other species to the detriment of those species, and klepto, as in stealing. Like cuckoos or cowbirds, they lay their eggs in the nests of other bumblebee species, letting the workers from the host species do the work of raising them. Here's where our crime story gets even more sinister. When a cuckoo bumblebee queen finds a suitable nest to rob, one with a good-sized group of workers to raise the bee larvae, but not so many workers that they can easily protect their queen, she kills the host queen and becomes part of the colony, laying her alien eggs for the host workers to feed. Cuckoo bumblebees don't need their own workers, so they're less often seen on wildflowers. In fact, there's a good chance that some of the other bumblebees on my monument plant, the ones I didn't get a picture of, were members of that host species. They also don't need to take pollen back to a nest of their own, so they don't have those pollen baskets we often see on the hind legs of female bumblebees. But cuckoo bumblebees do move pollen from flower to flower when it sticks to their bodies as they feed. In other words, they do play a role in sustaining the wildflowers that we enjoy every summer. So is this really a crime story? Or is it just another example of the amazing diversity of behaviors found in nature? While you're deciding that for yourselves, I hope you get a chance to enjoy watching Utah's various kinds of bumblebees as they do their all-important work. I'm Mark Brunson, and I'm wild about Utah's native bees.